He was spending a bunch of time in Florida and Ohio and stuff, but I don't know. He told me he was running away from taxes and shit, and so I don't know.
I
You
mean,
can see the appeal, you know.
Yeah.
you can't find someone. But okay, so I gotta know. Grazed over it. You played with Billy Joe Shaver.
Oh yeah, yeah, a couple of times.
The fuck is he? What was that like? Because he's one of
Man,
my favorite as well.
oh
Yeah, that's
yeah, my same here, man. I mean, just absolute greatest, the fucking best. God, I loved him so much. Um, and I played with him a few times. Actually, I've told this story before. There's some funny stuff went down where I interviewed him for American Songwriter magazine a long time ago, and it wasn't a very good interview. I didn't have very. I was so starstruck. It was pretty hard to talk to him, you know. Um, but I got his phone number, and he saved my number in his phone as like Johnny from Nashville, and he would hit me up all the time. He would call me all the time, like, "Hey, man, we're trying to get more of that stuff," you know. And I was like, "Thank you. I'm so glad that you called."
wrong Johnny
But
from Australia.
well, I'm pretty sure I don't know who you're calling, but I don't think I can help you. But I'm so
Oh
glad to hear from you.
God.
Like I kind of
Yeah.
want to just keep this going because
He's
you
like,
never know. Like
those
I
I
can
feel like
find you the stuff.
those CDs you brought over are really good. We need 3 more.
I have koozies. You know, like
Yeah.
what? Yeah, he
In
was
a golf
incredible. Like
ball.
in the interview, yeah, in the interview, I was talking to his manager, and I was like, "All right, you know, he had just gotten off that shooting trial where he shot that guy in the face and then asked for his bullet back." Hey,
If you're gonna shoot somebody in the face,
yeah, he
ask
shot
for
this
the.
guy in the town of Lorena, and I was talking to his manager. I was like, "Well, I'd love to do this interview," and he was like, "Only thing, you cannot talk about Lorena." I was like, "Okay, I won't say shit." And the first thing that he did when we got in the interview, I was like, "How you doing?" He's like, "Man, I'm recovering. I got in a fight." I was like, "You got in a fight?" He's like, "I got in a knife fight." I was like, "A knife fight? Damn, old man." He's like, "That ain't shit. I got in a gun fight too." I was like, "Oh, it's you. You want to talk about it. You know, your manager's telling me not to talk about it, but it's you. You're the one who's gonna get yourself in trouble."
I mean, I
It was
always think
very
it's
cool.
really interesting how good of friends him and Norm Macdonald were.
I
Uh,
love that association too. It's just a beautiful
it's the
thing.
fucking best. It makes sense, I guess, but also not at all. Have you ever played Southgate House in Newport,
In
Kentucky?
Newport, yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that place. I haven't played there in a long time, but yeah, that was a great spot.
You should. But
Really?
did you play it when it was in a church or
Yeah, it
not a
was like an
church?
old church, I
Okay,
think.
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
was at least
It's
in
a
the past like
revival.
10 years.
Yeah.
The lady that manages it and owns it, named Morella, was telling me a story. There was a Billy Joe Shaver, Kinky Friedman show in like 2017 or something.
Okay.
And I was like, that would have been fucking fun. But she was saying that after the show, both of them were standing at the door. And first of all, Billy Joe Shaver had like 20 Red Bulls, but they were just like shaking everyone's hand on the way out and being like,
Yeah.
"Thank you for coming." Uh, and it's crazy to me, like they're established, you
A
know,
little bit, yeah.
and like they're still at the door, like
I
old
know.
school town to town style, being like, "I gotta get fans. People have to remember me." And it's like you're fucking Billy Joe Shaver. Everyone knows you.
And he meant it too. I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't bullshit. You know, like I mean, I played with him at the Exit Inn in Nashville, and that's not a big club. I think it's a 500 cap room, you know, and it
Yeah.
didn't sell out. And you're hearing all these songs that he's playing. You're like, you are Willie Nelson. You are Waylon Jennings. Like you are of this
Yeah.
level.
And you
Yeah.
wrote
How
them.
are you, how are you not exactly like how are you not bitter? How are you not so
I love
tired
seeing
of
that.
getting into a fucking 15 passenger van? Like you're not even in a Sprinter. You're like in a shitty van, you know? And
Yeah.
it's just he's like, this is what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing. And he inspired the hell out of me. I mean, whenever I'd get bitter, about, oh, I should be bigger. How come I'm opening for that guy and last time he opened for me? Whatever. I'd get sad about that kind of stuff, or you see your Spotify numbers or something. It's like Billy Joe Shaver. Yeah, remember that guy? And like, I mean, the way okay, so I discovered Mickey Newbury through Billy Joe Shaver, and
Hmm.
if and I once I discovered Mickey Newbury, I have never really looked for anybody else. I've kind of been like, oh, that's my guy, and I think it's like, like when whatever. I love Mickey Newbury so much. I kind of can't. There was a period of like maybe 10 years where I'm not exaggerating. Like I did not listen to anything else. Like it was just Mickey Newbury, and I discovered him through Billy Joe's autobiography. He
Hmm.
talked about one night he was like decided he was going to kill himself when he wrote that song Ragged Old Truck, and
It's one of my
he's like
favorite fucking songs.
brilliant song. Well, that
Dude, I'm
night,
like happily married, and sometimes I just have to listen to that song, and it gets me so fucking. And I'm like, I love my wife. Like, what am I doing?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Go on.
Well, yeah, well, that night he's like he told me the story of it, and he's like, I put on a nice suit. I made the bed, and I put on a nice suit, and I wrote a great letter. Suicide note, He's like,
Yeah.
and I mean a great letter, like really put it all out there. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
and he laid on the bed. I mean, exactly how the song goes. Laid on the bed with my gun to my head, and I damn near ended it all. But I come to myself just before I got killed, and put me some holes in the wall. So
Yeah.
he got so spooked that he was like, I'm gonna kill myself. Before he did, he was like, just empty the gun, and just blew 6 holes in the wall. And after that, he was like, fuck, I've got to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
And he looks out in the street and saw that Mickey Newbury, who lived across the street, his light was on, and it's middle of the night, and he goes over there and knocks on the door. It took a long time to get him to open the door. He's like, Mickey, hey. He's like, and Mickey Newbury comes to the door with a shotgun. He's like, who is that? He's like, hey man, it's me, it's Billy Joe. I need to talk to you. Can I talk to you? He's like, who is that? He's like, it's me, it's Billy Joe. And he said, Billy Joe, thank God you're here. I was just about to kill myself.
All right.
Both those dudes on the same street. Can you imagine? I
God
mean, first
damn.
of all, the fact that can you imagine if both of those guys had killed themselves? I mean, on the same night in the same town from the same problem. Like both of them died in obscurity anyway. And both of them have influenced countless creatives. I mean, they're artists, they're fucking brilliant. But I started getting into Mickey Newbury because of that, and just, yeah, never looked back.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, as like time goes on, there's a lot of shit like that gets buried.
Yeah.
Like everyone, there's a lot of Waylon stories, a lot of Willie stories, right? And people
Hmm.
rise to the top, and others just fall through the fucking shit. That's why I like getting into that stuff on here, because now we can fucking be like, look, listen to that story. You
Yeah,
might
that's
not read
right.
an autobiography, but like we can get this out there a little bit.